us ever has. So, incredible, man.
My initial thoughts walking off the field in Philly, it was a tough moment because not a lot of people knew. I think between myself, Ryan I talked to about it, a couple guys on the team I talked to, just knowing that was it. It was a tough moment for sure.
It was always a dream of mine to play for my hometown team. You know, I was able to fulfill that dream. You know, I had 8 amazing years. It's been an incredible run. I love each and every one of you guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, you know, thank you guys.
My name is Connor Lade. I played for the New York Red Bulls for 8 years. Yeah, getting a chance to play for my hometown team was incredible. I grew up in the stands at Giant Stadium. You know, when Red Bull Arena opened, my parents got season tickets, so I was here for almost every game. Most games that I would be walking on the field, I was still, you know, had goosebumps just knowing that the full circle, you know, playing in the academy, you know, just overall being a fan of the team and actually getting a chance to wear that jersey and step on the field was really surreal every time I did get to do so.
Here's Ryan, beautiful ball, Lade fires, score! Oh, Connor Lade opens the scoring and the Red Bulls have a lead.
At the end of the day, you have to be a good teammate, and that's something I wanted to pride myself on throughout my career. And I feel like that's a big part of why I was able to stay at the club for so long. I was always gonna give literally everything I could every time I stepped on that field because, like I mentioned, you know, I'm a fan of this club. You know, the success of this club means so much to me personally that, you know, I had the chance to represent it. I was not gonna give anything less than 100%.
I feel like it's definitely a cool feeling to be able to be in my hometown. A lot of my friends still live in the area.
There's like fans, and then there's town friends that are your ultimate fans. So every year we do like we call it like Sea Lade Day. Mm-hmm. And last year we had 92 of his friends from Morristown come out to a game. We just like pack out a section, and it's awesome.
I think every time I'm at ShopRite, I see one of the Red members there, and so it's awesome just being in such an awesome town. Clearly, she's happy to see this one first before me now.
Hello. How are you? Oh,
Good. How are you?
good.
That was the Madison YMCA, so that was the first club team I played for. And then what else? Here we got a Metro Stars legend, Ty Ramos.
Going to Metro Stars games were incredible. I feel like I'd watch half the game, and then me and my brother were running around Giant Stadium tackling each other and kicking the balls down the turnstile or down the big concourses. So I loved being there. I loved watching, you know, our heroes play.
It's funny, he was at training a year or two ago, and I told him I had to bring this picture in and show him because it was this was like my dream was meeting him. I never had a jersey with anyone on the back. I just had a jersey that went down to like my ankles, and I looked like a ghost probably running around the stadium.
Everything my brother did, I wanted to do. And so when he started playing soccer, I was playing soccer.
They were losing by a bit, and he was getting frustrated on defense. Came up, got the ball, and literally ran it all the way, ran up the wing, scored. Do you remember that? And came back, and then, you know, got back in his position. We're like, okay, this is always very hungry, always very determined. Part of trying to keep up with his older brother. So we always, you know, and you never had to ask them, you know, to practice. They'd get out of the car and it'd be dinner time from a game. We'd pull in and they'd go right to the side yard, and, you know, so there was always that love.
This was actually always our goal. Mm-hmm. My brother would just play either one-on-one or just shoot a ball here, and we had a perfect goal. And so my mom would be in the kitchen yelling at us. Actually, no, sorry, excuse me. I apologize. My dad would be yelling.
What was his line? Say hi, Dad.
Hi. How you guys doing?
His line was no ball in the house. And I'd be like, quick, Dad's coming down the driveway.
Yeah.
My parents were incredible in the early years. You know, they gave up literally every weekend. They were like, you're going for it, we'll take you wherever you need to go. You know, when I wasn't even sure that I wanted to come to Red Bull Academy because it was a big step up for the club that I was playing at the time, they gave me that extra motivation, like, listen, just give it a chance, you know, get outside your comfort zone and just if you don't like it and you don't want to do this, then that's fine, but at least give it a try. And so they're a big part of the reason why I, came to the club in the first place, and a big part of how I got to the place I am today.
This is 2011, the Big East final that we won in Red Bull Arena. You got Timmy over there. Yeah, this was definitely a special moment.
It wasn't really until later on in high school that I was being recruited by some colleges, and I finally committed to St. John's University. And my coach, Dave Mazur there, he wanted me to play at a higher level club before coming in. It's a big jump up. A lot of the players that were playing there I knew growing up, but they were the top players in the area. So it was definitely nerve-wracking going into the trial that I had there. It was my first taste of that really competitive youth soccer, and I feel like it set me up so well to move on to that next stage of my career and going to college. Freshman, sophomore year, I don't know if I was going to be a professional soccer player, honestly. I was happy where I was, thrilled to be playing Division I soccer in the Big East, but really that was just a dream.
Connor, being a senior, is this title sweeter than the one you won in 09?
Yeah, I think it's, any title really as a team, it's sweet, but this one is, it's very nice to go out on and end my Big East career on this, and I'm just really happy for all the guys, and being in Jersey helps a little bit.
And so that, to actually be able to step in there and winning probably the most meaningful game I ever had in the St. John's jersey was incredible. And yeah, we got the, there you go, we got the course. There you go.
I did not know I was going to be signed when I was playing the Big East final here. Shout out to UConn. Thank you for letting us beat you in the final here. That was big time. If I was going to play in here, I was going to give it my all, and we did, and we won it. And then, it was a couple weeks later that they told me that they were going to sign me. So it was a little bit unsure, and just keeping my fingers crossed for a couple weeks there. Came into the year not having much expectations. I was going to keep my head down as a rookie, not make any noise, just work hard. And it was incredible just that first time stepping on the field. I remember looking up to my parents. They stood up in 226 and kept their season tickets throughout playing my whole playing career, and they still have them now. But I remember looking up to them, and they were just standing up, and I think that they couldn't believe it either.
So up here, jersey of my first start. And then this is my first goal against Orlando in 2016.
Deflected. Shot. Goal. Connor Lade. And a 1-0 Red Bulls lead.
I was in disbelief. More was hitting me. Do you understand what just happened? I'm like, yes, I do. I was kind of speechless, right? I don't think she'd probably ever seen me that way.
Yeah.
But, that was pretty special, that moment, for sure.
That's amazing.
And I got the picture right here. I was pointing to someone in particular. I'm glad she was there and wasn't off at the concession stand.
He drilled me. He's like, were you there?
Yeah.
I think I saw it, I promise.
I tested her in the play, so she was there and she passed. I wish it came a little bit earlier, but I wouldn't take back that memory for anything.
I met my wife here. One of my first days, I think it was my first media day, I met her. Got to meet an incredible amount of guys that I still have incredible relationships with over the years here. I was fortunate to come in with Ryan as rookies. Dax, Bradley, Sasha. I could go on forever talking about the guys that I still keep in touch with to this day. We have a good fantasy football league that we still keep in touch with a lot of those guys. So there's a lot of that locker room banter that we always had. Lloyd and these guys going crazy in the group chat. But these guys made my time here so special.
We have the nursery here. So we've got actually the ticket from the game against New York City when we actually did the gender reveal, and actually the shoe that I kicked the ball in when it turned pink.
And funny, of course, playing NYCFC, nothing was going to be blue that day. So I feel like it was perfectly timed, and just a cool moment. Go back and watch the videos that you guys made on that. It's awesome, and so glad that we could have another little awesome moment at Red Bull Arena. It's never an easy decision to walk away from the game. At the end of the day, I feel like I didn't want to go chasing the game for a couple years and move my family, and I didn't envision myself playing anywhere else, except probably if you asked 5 or 6 year old Connor, he wanted to play at Manchester United. But other than that, this is the only place I've wanted to play. I accepted that maybe I won't be playing, but I wanted to stay involved with the club.
Ticket, please. You're beautiful. Hello. How are you doing? Thank you so much.
When do you start Monday?
Really?
Today will be a little strange, but I don't know. First game day in 8 years that I'm not down for.
Yeah, that first game back against Cincinnati, the first game of the year, was definitely emotional. You know, walking in the front door, I hadn't done that in a long time. Sad not to be here as a player, for sure. Relieved a little bit to be walking here on game day and not be stressing and anxious and nervous. You know, I think we're exactly sitting here today as we were on that day. The ceremony at halftime was incredible. You know, definitely there were some tears shed, and I am very thankful for the reception I got from the fans and everything the front office did for me.
We love this place, we consider this home, and it will always feel like home to us, and I feel very, very blessed and honored that I can continue with this club. Thank you so much, guys. We love you.
What's up, buddy? Hi, how are you? How you doing? Welcome to our world, buddy. Appreciate it. Good to see you here.
Yeah, you as well.
After the ceremony, got to a day between, then Monday came around and it was, you're working now. It was definitely weird getting up and packing my lunch, and you know, it was definitely a weird feeling, but I was excited. It was an exciting opportunity for me. So my position right now is I'm the senior manager of alumni and player relations. I work with alumni and the players, do a lot of setting up the players' appearances, try to incorporate a lot of alumni initiatives now because we have such a rich history of incredible players, and so we want to honor those players by bringing them back in the club and spotlighting them and what they're doing. And so that's been a big focus on what I've been doing the past couple months. Obviously, 2020 has been pretty crazy, so we've adjusted a lot of the things we're doing into the virtual realm, and I've taken on a host role within that.
I think if there's one thing that's definitely healthy right now is that mustache. I think big respect to that because I cannot grow one of those.
It's a shame that we're not able to be out in the community and all these appearances that we have throughout the years, whether that's at shops, whether that's at youth camps, things of that nature, we're not able to do. So we're trying to fill that void and let the fans know that we're with them and we want to connect with them. So these virtual player appearances have been a great way to connect with the fans, give them access to the players, show them in a different light, and for the players, give them a chance to maybe build their brand a little bit, things that they're interested in.
Connor, how are you enjoying your new role?
I'm loving it. You know, like I said, I'm excited to see you guys. You know, because I appreciate all the support you guys gave me over the years. Yeah, everything's virtual at this point. So I think getting back to work is going to be interesting because it's probably going to be like my first day all over again. I'm going to have to figure out how things work, where I'm going, and stuff like that. But I'm fortunate to be able to, you know, first off, still be working, but you know, just another reason why I want to be a part of this thing going forward. Just how incredible I've been treated throughout my 8 years here as a player and my time with the academy. Everyone's been incredible to me throughout my years here, and I'd like to help give that back for the next players coming through and continue that tradition of treating players well and really, you know, honoring this club the right way.